Nobody will know.
Nobody will know. Nobody will know exactly what you were just doing.
Nobody will know.
No.
Funny though. Would have been funny.
Did you have a good day?
You would hit live. I've had a great day today. Yeah. Everybody, let me hang. I've got to pull this back. I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can't even. There we go.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't know if that's good or not.
Oh, that works.
Your
hair looks good, by the way.
My hair is a hot mess, but from riding with the window down. But I'm fine. Okay. I don't care.
All right.
I don't. Whatever it is.
Hi, Vina.
I don't care what it looks like. Like I really don't.
Right.
Well, I'm flipping it back, but I really don't. Anyway, today is our 9th wedding anniversary.
9 years with me.
9 years with me.
With me.
Yeah. 9 years with us.
With us. Yeah. Right. Have we been on here 9 years? We've been on here 9 years.
We've been on here longer than 9 years.
We just don't go away. We're like a bad habit.
Because it was before the wedding that we started, remember?
Yeah. So it's been almost 10 years.
We started in 2011. Our first videos were in 2011.
I thought they were in 20. No, they were in 2012. I thought. No, 2013.
2011.
2013.
No, up in Mason in the apartment.
We'll have to look. I think I'm getting senile.
Oh no, I know you're getting senile, but that's beside the point. It's we were talking to people when we lived in the condo.
Yeah. We've gone full circle. We were in Mason then, and now we're back in Mason. Wow, where we started, we're back.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We'll be here for a minute.
Hi, Susie. Hi, Vina. Oh, thank you. It's been a really beautiful day. You know where we went today, though? Oh my God.
It was so cool.
I surprised her. I said, we're gonna go someplace. She was like, we are? I said, yeah, we're gonna go someplace.
All right.
So we got in the car and we drove all the way across town, and she was like, where are we going?
I said, look, we live on the east side, and we don't really go on the west side much.
No.
I used to live on the west side.
West side? Anyway, we drove over there.
Not a bad side.
No.
Different side.
But we drove over there,
yes,
and we went to the very first place we met. It was the La Rosa's Pizza. And we met in the parking lot for the very first time. We went all the way there. Then we went inside. And it was really cool because everybody's like, oh, congratulations.
We took pictures.
People were happy that we were there. Yeah, they were like looking out, and some guy come running out. Hey, I can take the picture for you. You guys are so cute. Let me take the picture. I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah,
so we had a really beautiful
cool
time.
We went to the candle shop and they were closed. That was crazy.
That was interesting. They had a chain locked on the door.
Yeah. Then I had him all over town going to Dollar Trees looking for pool noodles for a crafting project.
Because TikTok.
Because of TikTok. There's a Halloween craft on there that you use pool noodles. And so we needed pool noodles. So
yeah. She's gonna make some really cool things with it. I guess we'll have to do a video about that. I don't know.
I don't know.
So anyway, how's everybody doing? We are so excited. We get to, let's see, tomorrow. We've got a pretty busy day tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, we've got, we're going to be doing.
We didn't even work. We didn't have any sessions.
I killed them all because I was like,
You didn't kill our clients.
Well, I didn't kill it, but I was like, we do have, I guess I probably should have. And then it didn't dawn on me because, when you're in pain, you don't really pay attention to everything going on around you.
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh yeah. So you
pay attention to certain things.
He took appointments during our anniversary.
I didn't.
But you did. But he kindly emailed and said today's our anniversary. We're not even going to be here. So we were scheduled. So there was only a few.
It was beautiful.
It was cool. Yeah. And then we went to have some dinner
at Twin Dragons. Twin Dragons. Don't make this shit up.
Can't make it up.
Nope.
Can't.
No.
So we went to Twin Dragons, and let me tell you, it was good.
It was really good.
It was really, really good.
It was really yummy, really tasty.
And I've got to pull this up. Are you stepping on it or something?
No. Hold on. There we go.
Whatever it was.
Is that better?
Yeah. Now it's not so wobbly. It was wobbly.
So what have we learned?
There it is. It's not wobbly now.
In our 9 years. Well, actually, it's 18 years.
Yeah, we've known each other for 18 years.
18 years, back and forth. 18 years.
18.
Bad migraine for the last 2 days. Oh, you have no idea. She had a headache from, I don't know what it was.
Straight from Satan's hands himself.
Yeah, but it's the first time she's ever experienced a migraine to that full capacity.
That's the worst one I've ever had.
Yeah.
ever
yeah.
had, and I don't get them very often.
And that's Maria, right? Hey, Maria. It's Maria. Wait a minute. Maybe I should put on my glasses.
You should put your glasses on.
That's Maria. Hi, Maria. Battaglia?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Beverly Spencer. Thank you.
Yay.
Wow. So some of you probably have come on here, or if you're on here now, you've probably been on this channel since, how long is it? Who has been on this channel the longest? Who's watching right now on this live stream? Let's see. If you've been watching since we first started putting it, you must regulate. Regurgitate? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
You must what?
Regurgitate? Is that right?
I must.
Regurgitate?
We should.
Oh, well. Real laddie,
Oh.
what you mean?
Yeah.
Thank you for the congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
For migraines. Yeah. Yes. Hello, Palladian vibes. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
2019.
I did feel
so
like I was
let's
gonna
see.
throw
So
up.
we have so far, Beverly Spencer said she started watching us in 2019. So right now you're the leader.
Oh, Palladian watched our wedding. That's right.
Oh, you watched the wedding back in 2014.
2014.
So you've been subscribed to our channel since 2014?
2014.
Is that what Palladian's saying?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're doing something special tonight, but we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, we will.
Makes it go away. Oh, regurgitate makes it go away.
Yeah, I really thought like I was going to throw up, but I didn't. Maybe I should.
Been watching since the beginning, says Christine Jeffries. Oh, wow. From the very, you watched like our episodes and the silly stuff we put. Wow.
What?
Boy, you've been through it. Sorry, Christine.
Wow.
I apologize for Sherry's behavior. You know, we're connected, so I can say that.
What'd I do?
She said, been watching since the beginning. I said,
wow. I
You must make
apologize for my
yourself do it.
hairstyles.
I did watch you for a few years before we spoke. Wow.
Why do these? I should have taken these contacts out when I went up there because they make my eyes look weird.
You know, your eyes look fantastic.
Look like I haven't slept in 5 days.
No,
But I did.
Not true.
I did sleep. I don't know what the deal is.
Oh, you did sleep.
This is a family show.
I'm sorry. They look dope. Oh, she said your eyes look dope. So,
Oh,
Salma, hello there. Happy anniversary. Just passed the 9th anniversary of meeting my twin on 9/19. Wow.
That's a lot of nines.
Yeah, so as we were saying, we went back to where we met 18 years ago.
Selma, is that the one that's emailing? Is that I'm being emailing back and forth? Yes.
So.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yes. I was about to answer your email today, and then we decided we was going to go have an anniversary.
We did the no phone, no computer thing.
Yeah, so
it was
I'll check it. I'll check it tonight, and I'll get right back.
Yeah, I love you.
But I'm ready.
I love you both loads. Have a blessed day. I just wanted to say hi and congrats before I go to bed. Late over here. Yeah, you're what, 5 hours? She's like 5 hours ahead. What is it, like 2 o'clock in the morning?
What are you doing up?
What is she doing up? Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you for getting up and saying happy anniversary. We really appreciate you, Palladian.
Gosh, it's been a few months ago. But do you remember that that I think it was a painting or a drawing that she made with they were words. And she formed it into a picture of something. What was that? Do you remember doing that?
Palladian vibes?
Yeah.
She probably did. Just got off from being on with my man. Oh, so do you remember that picture that she's talking about, Palladian?
But anyway, it was in one of my dreams.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. And we were at a gallery somewhere, and I was like, I know who did that. Huh. There was another one that she had done. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, well, she's talented. Oh, I've got loads on my channel. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you get some rest. I'm going to talk soon. So anyway, we thought we'd come on, hang out with you guys for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you guys really kind of, you've been with us through everything. And it's really interesting because if you look at it, it's in this connection, we don't realize how we're connected to so many. So when we come on here and do this, we wanted to really kind of always make sure that we stay connected. And, you know, with what you've been through, what we've been through, what I've been through, I mean, all of that you guys have been there for. So we really, really, really appreciate you. Really do.
We really
and thank you for always being there. So we just wanted to make sure we put that message out.
for sure.
Yeah.
And just answer some questions, see what's going on.
Oh, do we have
And
questions? Well, tomorrow we got to do a
We have
podcast for Cora
podcast
on Helena
tomorrow.
Roman's channel.
Yes.
And then we do our vulnerability class at 6.
That is tomorrow
Yay!
night. I'm
We're so excited
excited.
for that. That's going to be so awesome.
That is going to be
She
so
said,
fun.
"No way, I have been doing abstract too, and you just blew my mind. He was just saying he wants to make frames for my art and help me sell them." Wow.
Oh,
Huh.
wow.
Well, I guess that means you know which way you're headed.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So you had that dream. Yeah, I guess that was the
It was a
message you're
real
looking
legit
for about
dream.
the
I
universe.
was like, I know who did that.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, there you have it. You got your message.
And I said her name.
Yeah.
I did.
You did. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did.
Is it a fact once a twin wakes you up, they leave once they serve their purpose? Well, out of the billions of combinations, I guess.
First of all, are we ever done serving our purpose?
No.
I don't think so.
I think it really, once you actually feel this connection, that part does not go away. So it's not so much that you leave, you just kind of see if the other person feels it with you. And if you know that they've blocked you from feeling that with you, or if you've got some stuff that you still need to heal, I could see how that would make sense. But without those variables at play, it's not that they come in and they disappear. That's not how that works. Right. Connection is a very powerful thing. It's all feeling based. So, our heads have gotten in and really screwed up this connection a lot over the years. And it still even tends to do that, even through the 9 years we've been through. It's not like the mind finds a way to shut up.
Right.
It don't shut up. No, it's still going to be there, still trying to do these things to you. Physically, it's a physical sensation. Feeling is all in the body, right? Mm-hmm. So when you have this connection, you feel this twin connection come in, you feel it.
Yes.
But depending on where the other person is and what things they've been through and how they've really experienced connection before, if they haven't even experienced it before, right, chances are they're going to try to be in their head about what they're feeling instead of just being in the feeling to kind of let the connection go where it's supposed to. So in some cases, you run from the feeling, but you're not running from the other person. That's the majority of what we keep seeing, that there's a feeling that's kind of pushing people back. And most of the time, the runner chaser thing is more of an individual experience because you believe that people will run from you. That's kind of where that comes from. If you believe in that stuff, then it happens. Remember, this is the universe in which we reside. The things that you think will happen usually do, just so you get to be right. Not that it's not going to be painful, but that's literally how that works.
Right.
Yeah. So hopefully that answered your question, Real. I think if you really look at it, we've seen couples come together and stay together and then literally just try to get there.
Yeah.
And it's not pretty. It's not, well, it's beautiful and pretty, and then it's not pretty, and then it's not beautiful. It's a little mixture of everything, isn't it? I mean, you gotta have all of it. Yeah. Not every connection stays as a couple. Now, see, and this is real. I guess you have to look at why it's that way. Let me give you an example. When you come into this connection, you don't start to realize, you start mimicking things until it's too late. Let's say that you had a mother and father and they split. So in your mind, connection doesn't stay together. So that's kind of what kind of trickles down, and you start living that out because that's what you believe. So this is one of the biggest things with why it's always been out there. I think it was out there. Even Mel used to talk about your belief system is the issue. It's not the connection. Right. Your belief system is the issue. And your belief system, kind of like what we're doing here, is we're talking about a belief, but we're not talking about the connection. So they're not the same thing. Your beliefs lead you to and from the connection. What you believe has a strong impact on how you either come together or how you get ripped apart. So you really have to do the deep stuff on the inside to figure out why it looks this way. So it's not that every connection won't come together. It's that if you look at our planet as a whole, you would have a planet that believes in connection or doesn't. So what you would probably find is it doesn't. This connection tries to change that in you. If not try to change it in you, it kind of makes you look at what you believe. And that's the hardest part, because you believe that if you do a set of things to get there, that you can have it. And that's not the way the connection works. The connection works when you get rid of the belief that you have to do things to have it. Right?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Do you have
I got
anything to
it.
add? Or is that pretty?
Yeah.
It's
that was
pretty straightforward. Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, real. I don't know if that made
I hope
sense,
it made
but
sense.
if you look at all of the ways that you can find information on this connection, for example, you're going to find that there's not that deep seated space where you can find what is this connection really about. It's about connection. It's not about what we believe. It is about what you believe, but it's trying to make sure that you know that those beliefs won't work in this connection.
Fairy's over there stomping her feet.
Oh, what's she stomping?
And growling.
Oh, she doing Scooby-Doo shit. Okay, rawr, small dino growl.
She was like so cute growling.
It's get the purple. So is she doing the Barney dinosaur thing? Stomped around a little. Darn it, Lee, you are right. I'm not right. I'm never right.
Oh,
I don't want to be. I want to live the rest of my life not being right. Because I realize that every time I'm right, I get left. And when I get left, I get right.
Oh my gosh, what?
Every time I'm right, I get left. I'm a balancer, I'm a Libra. So I kind of look for, if I'm not right, then I'm left. But if I'm left, I'm right. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? No, sure. It's the whole opposite approach to things. Well, yeah, you got to look at things globally. And I've noticed what I've learned in these last 9 years is there's always a good side and always a bad side, right? There's always a good side and there's always a bad side. No matter what you do, you're going to have haters. No matter what you do, you're going to have people who love you.
Yeah.
If you don't start looking at the world that way and you're always looking at that negative viewpoint, that's what you get.
That's what you get.
Right. So I realized that I needed to be more balanced in my approach to things. So I always look for the bad and the good. And then I decide which one I'm going to give the energy to. Because I've noticed before I would give it the energy to offset whatever it was.
Are there good reasons to take it to that level?
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's not like I got to pay attention to what I feel.
Right.
And if I don't look at both sides, I'm not paying attention to what I feel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can hurt, but you're hurting because you're thinking left-brained or right-brained or whatever, and you're not really paying attention to what you feel. But if you sit in your feelings and start listening to what the good side or the bad side, and I noticed for a long time, my mind was not prepared to tell me the good side. So I had to kind of pay attention to my reaction, Yeah. And in this connection, I realized I was reacting a lot.
Right.
I wasn't connecting a lot. So I said, what is it I want you and me both to experience? I wanted to connect. I didn't want to react.
Right.
And it's still hard. It's a very hard thing to, you can't, you can only master your mind in your pain. You can't master it without it. That was probably a little too deep. I probably should have said that.
So true, though. So true.
All right. So anything else, but hopefully real that I hope you saw the connection point we were trying to put there, because we've seen both. We've seen you, if you believe that you can have this connection, then you have it. Then we've seen where you want connection, you need connection, but then you don't realize the person that you want to have that with isn't the person. And it's funny because they're teaching you things to make that, to open that door for that person. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So sometimes it's I'd say it's a pretty good mixture. Is that Michelle Christie?
Oh no.
Oh,
we can't even talk about
hello, Michelle Christie.
Okay, so everything I said about Michelle Christie, none of it was true.
No, none of it was true. Yeah, that's a later video where we'll be offline.
Yeah. What I all just said about Michelle Christie, didn't happen. You know what we need? Ooh, it looks just like that. One of those things in that movie with Will Smith. It's like zip.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Men in Black,
Yeah.
where you just make everybody forget. Yeah.
Zip. Everybody forgot what I just said about
Rest in
focus.
peace, Mel. Thanks, Lee. Oh, you're welcome. I hope that made, because yeah, me. I think actually I watched a video that he'd done, and he was talking about. He was just kind of fed up because it is hard to do. It's hard to navigate or even experience connection if your belief system is just taking over everything.
Right.
And your belief system does these little things where it starts to label your experiences. And once you're labeling your experiences, you're already in separation. You just don't see it yet. Yeah. So hopefully that's a little piece. But anyway, yeah, we went and had dinner at the Twin Dragons.
At the Twin Dragons.
And it was, the kids go there all the time. And they kept
telling us about it. It's a buffet.
Yeah.
Now I want to try the one that come into the Golden Corral.
Yeah. I bet you they're owned by the same people. It was like a Vegas. It was like going to old
Vegas. It literally
was
like going into old Vegas, like a Chinese buffet in old Vegas. It was. Yeah. It's so like 1970-ish, 80-ish.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah. And it was really kind of
grand chandeliers and koi ponds
but the koi ponds were beautiful.
Like tons and tons and tons of benches and tables and seating. It was huge and gold trim everywhere.
Yeah. But the gold Buddha.
Big gold Buddha.
The gold Buddha was really cool. Yeah.
I want to know where they got that Buddha.
That's their luck, so we couldn't
have a Buddha problem.
Yeah. You kind of do. How many Buddhas are actually in this house?
Probably around 200, 250.
Really?
Yeah.
You got a Buddha problem.
I do.
There's a Buddha there. There's a Buddha here.
I know.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You're going to be here for a while.
9.
Let's just get back to the video.
There's at least 20 in this room.
Can we just do something else?
Thank you for the happy anniversary. We appreciate that. Yeah, but you know what? I think we surround ourselves by things that open us up rather than close us up.
I don't know. Yeah, for sure. The Buddhas bring out really cool energy. Our house is full of really cool energy.
Yeah, it is. It's so chill.
Buddhas aren't a problem to me. It's like collecting cats. You know what I mean? The Buddhas just don't smell.
True.
And get cat litter everywhere and walk on the counter.
Thank you, Hot. Appreciate that. And hugs. Thank you. So yeah, we are enjoying it. It does not feel like 18 years. It does not feel like 9 years. It feels like 9 days.
It does not feel like that long. Really, it doesn't. But it also doesn't feel like Cameron could be 15 either.
And it feels like we're getting younger.
Yeah, I
don't know if you guys, Sherry, recently you posted it and we looked, and even
I was
in
like,
the
why
pictures,
do we look younger now than
because
we did way back then? We were so unhealthy at times.
What would it be like if we could have had this connection as kids? Think about it. If we would have had this connection as kids, we would have never aged.
Right.
We'd have never aged.
Never aged.
We would have slowed it down so much. We would have just been.
Right.
God, we would have been so immature, though. You would have got on my nerves.
You're still a little immature.
Wait a minute.
Oh. Well.
Shh.
Oh.
But yeah, balance is key. Yeah, I would say we balance each other out and we twin each other out because you're a Gemini and I'm a Libra. So yes, we both have birthdays this month though. You get 3 birthdays in October because you have today. You have
today's our anniversary.
My birthday.
Your birthday.
The 17th. And then the 30th.
Is my liverversary.
So that's like 3 days of rebirth.
Yeah.
We celebrate our birthdays. Like her birthday is my birthday too. And my birthday is her birthday too.
Yeah. And my liverversary is new. It's kind of neat. I'll have my
It's
2-year liverversary.
It's the inclusion of another person unseen who saved the connection.
Yeah.
Bridged it.
For sure.
Yeah. Which probably explains a lot of the different energy that's in our connection now. There's like a third energy with this now. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
No, you
No,
experience it?
yeah, for real. Sometimes, yeah.
Like it's like last night, for example, when your head was thinking, and I was like,
Oh man.
I mean, I was dizzy. I was like, what the? And I was like, what the heck's going on? And I thought, okay, I gotta take you to the hospital.
I thought I was dying.
But it was
But it was my head. Like I really didn't think I was dying, but I thought my head was going to explode.
Yeah.
It hurt so bad. Like I'm serious. I would rather
like a
had.
Benjamin Button.
I would rather had given birth
Yeah,
vaginally
that.
with no medication.
Wow,
For sure.
That's how bad that headache was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How was you talking to a neurologist about this?
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Like the light,
it was interesting how fast
itty
that
bitty light just was like, oh god.
Yeah. But that one pill
Is it Nurtec? Is that what it's
Nurtec.
called? Something.
Yeah. It knocked it out.
It knocked it out.
Yeah.
I mean, which was it lasted a while though. Even like the after effects of it, like just where it moved from the back and all around to the sides and to just the front, and then it just moved into my temples. Right, it just kind of dissipated that way. But I didn't even have contacts in last night, and that because that was starting to give me are starting to give me like a little bit of a headache when I'm learning to wear them. I don't think you can see them, can you?
Yeah, they can see them.
They're blue.
Sherry Forever 25. That's cute. All right, so
I have brown eyes, so these blue eyes.
How it said like a Benjamin Button stitch.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of like exactly my experience. Yeah, happy Benjamin anniversary. Buttons. Thank you, Alice.
Alice.
Yes. How do you balance that with the other energy? Y'all are so elevated and a beautiful high vibe. We actually accept the low and the high.
Yeah,
that was the key. I think that's the biggest misunderstanding or the miscommunication when it comes to this connection. You don't get rid of low frequency. No. You don't get rid of low vibration. You go into it and really see it for what it is. And you kind of have to have both the high and the low to be able to balance. Because think about it, if you're high, you've knocked something out of balance somewhere. So you have to really kind of be in that swing with each other.
Yeah. And, we still get in our heads sometimes too. We're human. And, I was in my head the majority of the day yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's a choice, really. You know what I mean? Yeah. But once you're in a certain space, right, you just continue to choose to be in that space.
Right.
And then you allow this reel to play. And it just goes and goes and goes and reminds and pulls out files.
Get out your popcorn.
And just
a horror show.
Yeah. And it
Nightmare on Elm Street 27.
It just is ugly, right? It just is ugly.
It really is.
But once you're in that space, once you hit a certain point in that space, you don't want to come out of it for some odd reason.
It's not that
like you want to come out of it, but you're not going to come out of it.
Right.
That's what it is.
That's that quicksand, right? That's that quicksand of the quicksand of never-ending lies is your thinking. Your thinking will literally sink every ship on the planet.
For sure.
So goodness, I can see that. Lynn, happy anniversary. It's so beautiful watching how much you love each other and the adorable banter between you two. Here's to many more years together. Thank you so much. You. And she says I'm not funny though. I don't know why. We've had this conversation. And like last night, I kept trying to crack jokes and she was just
but
straight face. And I was like, you know what? I give up. And then she started laughing. I was like,
because that was funny. Just the fact that you keep thinking you're funny and you're not.
You know what?
That's the funny part. That's the funny part.
I say funny things sometimes.
Well, I mean,
like I said to you last night, I said, is it that you're laughing with me or you're laughing at me?
Yes.
Right. That's what you said last night. I was like, and I had to sit and I did my head start going, wait a minute. Wait. And it kept saying that doesn't compute. That doesn't make sense. I was like, okay, well,
you turned your AI on. That doesn't compute.
I did. Yeah. Let's see. So, Sarah Wilson, happy anniversary. Much love to you too. Thank you, Sarah. Beautifully said. I think that was over what I said earlier. Acceptance of the whole. Pie. Yes, that's true. Hugs for humanity. Allie D,
Now I
happy
have a
anniversary,
brain
kids.
freeze.
Love you guys. We love you too, Allie. Good to see you.
What is that?
Where?
What was that?
Oh, you got a thumbs
It was
up.
on my forehead. It
Was
was
it a thumbs up?
adorable. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
How do you do
Can
that?
you guys like put funny stuff on us?
That's hilarious.
That's new. I haven't seen that. There's a look.
I
Like
have not seen
I
that.
get that. You know that kept happening in Zoom, and I had it turned off.
What?
I was in a session, but my pain. I was in that deep pain level.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all of my emojis were coming up without me doing anything. And I was like in Zoom in a session, and I was like,
No.
yeah, I would say
Did
something.
Did
I
it
would
show
say
an eggplant?
no, no. But when I said, maybe you need to open up yourself to connection, all of a sudden the thumb came up and just stayed there. It did not move. They were like, "Are you doing that?" I said, "No." I said, "It's turned off." It was just there again, and I was like, "That is insane." Omar. Rosangela. Wow. Hi, Rosangela. How are you? Thank you so much for happy anniversary. Let's see. Allie, good to see you. Twin Flame Power. We love you both so much. Thank you so much. So let's see. I'm smoking a little joint while I'm watching you both. Oh, Alice, that's the best way. That's the best way. That's the way our shit lands.
It is.
I mean, it's not. I'm not an avid. I mean, I'll do like little drops in my drink, but I can't do. It saved her life. I mean, I'm a sworn marijuana
you
advocate.
smoked a little bit with me last night.
I did last night because it was helping the headache.
Yeah.
For both of us, because I was absorbing it, and I was like, I can't really focus with you if you get high and I'm not there with you. So, yeah. So that's what we did last night. Hello, family. Good to see you, Omar. Rose, Angela, you both look amazing. Hot Spirit had something to say. That's the thumbs up. Thank you. So yeah, we're going to be doing vulnerability. The vulnerability we realized through 18 years of this and 9 years of just being this, I mean, day and night, never apart. If the vulnerability was not there, we wouldn't be together. Is that pretty accurate?
Oh, that's for sure accurate.
Yeah, the vulnerability is that space. We didn't forget you, Rose Angela. We never did.
What did we forget? We forgot something.
Hey, did you guys forget me? How could we have forgotten you? Did we forget?
I don't know.
Email us. Let us know what you're talking
about. Yeah. Did we forget something?
I don't know. We're so present. Rose.
Sounds about.
No, Rose. Yes, Rose. We see Rose. Hi, Rose. So, what was I saying? We were talking about.
I don't know.
Damn, it went and went out. Oh, vulnerability. Oh, yeah. So yeah, because we looked at it, and then we looked at what is this thing. The vulnerability really opens up the feeling and connection.
Yes.
And it really is something. Even we still feel like we're still in the adolescent or early infancy. Well, we're past the infancy part of it. We're probably more like toddlers.
Yeah.
To vulnerability now. And I want to say we probably want to stay as toddlers because we're more truthful.
Right.
And the truth is a very powerful thing. And Lee Coach. Lee Coach. Yes. Rose the coach. Rose.
My
gosh. Why do you always disappear though? Why? You need to talk to us. It's been a while, but I know I'm still hanging in. You're not hanging in there. You're not even talking. Girl, go click on the 30-minute thing so we can see you. We haven't seen your face in forever. Are you in North Carolina? Yeah.
I just saw her picture the other day.
Yeah. I did too.
Where was it at?
It just popped up.
Yeah, where was it at?
It's interesting. It's all connected.
In our file somewhere.
It was on the photos that we have from the old website.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We were going through them. I saw her. Yes, I just saw her.
I know we miss you too.
Oh, I see your face.
Yes, I'm in it. And see, I know exactly who you are. We need to see you. You want some Italian food. She's not cooking. Y'all would get in there and talk about cooking. Yeah, I remember that. Let's see. What's the difference? What's the different feel from when you are vulnerable with anyone else and when you are being vulnerable with your twin? See, here's the thing that you want to think about when it comes to vulnerability. You came into this world completely whole and vulnerable. all of the things that happened to you did something to that vulnerability. By the time you get to this connection, everything that happened to you has to come out. If you buried stuff, if you don't bring it out and you're not vulnerable when you bring it out, you don't heal anything. Because remember, one of the main ingredients of this connection and one of the main ingredients of love is vulnerability. So you need your vulnerability to have this connection progress. If you're never vulnerable, here's what not being vulnerable looks like. Let's see, I'm going to be in my head and I'm not going to tell her what I think. I'm not going to tell her what I want. I'm going to sit here and just try to be who I think she wants me to be. That is you destroying your vulnerability and also becoming the runner in the connection. You don't see it because you think the other person is going to reject you, abandon you, or betray you. So you go into a thought cycle and you stay stuck in that cycle. Meanwhile, what you're doing is pummeling your vulnerability, which they would need to connect to. That's when they start to pull back. Mm-hmm. That is the exact reason that happens. It does not happen because they're not interested in you. It happens because you have done this little blocking mechanism thing with your vulnerability that you learned to do as a child. That's why we are very strong, firm believers in what we do for Root Camp. Root Camp is pretty much going into the pain that trapped your vulnerability and trying to find a way to unlock it.
Yeah.
But you got to follow the chain of what broke you in connection. So we got to go through every disconnect that you experienced, not every one of them, a lot of the major ones, to find the pain that's in you so you can start to heal that pain. Thing about pain is you need pain for this connection. If you think you're going to get rid of pain and that's when you'll have the connection, that's when you're the furthest point away from the connection. You need your pain for this connection. Yeah. And that's a myth if you think you can have this connection and not have and be gone with your pain. That's not how that works. Your pain has love in it. So you get rid of your pain, you've done something to your love. I mean, that's just the way it goes, I guess.
The pain is such a major part of the connection.
It really is.
It's really a major piece
because the puzzle. All of your feelings are from your pain.
Right. Right. All of them.
Mm-hmm. There's not one that's missing from that.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've never learned to let somebody love you when you're hurt or love you when you're in pain, this connection is going to be very trying for you. Mm-hmm. And it's not the other person that's doing that to you. That's you doing it to you. So hopefully that answered your question, Alice, because when we really, you saw the painful mess that we had, and that painful mess we still heal parts of that even now. And it's more vulnerable than it ever was. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely a deep experience.
I'll tell you what the connection's not.
Oh.
Right? The connection is not.
Oh, you're going to come see us and cook for us?
Oh, no.
Rosangela said it. Come on.
The connection is not. I've lost the word. The connection is not. Shit, I lost my words. I got it back. Okay. The connection is not one person waiting on another person to get their life together.
Right.
And choose them.
No.
There's no choice in this connection. There's no choice in this connection. Now, we've had people come to us and say, I had to leave my twin because he was physically abusive. There is no possible way, if a true twins were together, that physical abuse would go on.
I've seen different.
Have you?
Yeah.
I just feel
let me tell you how I saw it differently.
I just feel like there's no way that harming one another would be an issue.
You had two people that came into connection. The pain was great, but the pain had been hit so far out of shape because both experienced parental abuse.
Right.
So both of them were physical and one was actually sexual and physical. So what ended up happening when they came together, the expectation that that person that you're connected to is going to do that to you was great between them. So it started that. So it's not so much that that can't happen and that that can't happen in this connection. It actually is a much deeper experience in this connection because all of the wounding that happened to you that broke you in connection is the wounding that broke you in this connection. They finally came together again and really were able to talk about those kinds of abusive things that kept happening.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening was they really realized that they were expecting the other person to hit them or hurt them in some way.
Right.
And
Do
they
you,
already
like,
had very,
it's very, are you saying like it's very similar to, like I would, um, if I wasn't feeling loved, right?
yeah,
If I
right,
wasn't
right,
feeling paid attention to, I knew the buttons to push
right.
in a relationship before you.
Yep.
I knew the buttons to push to get him to a point of physical abuse.
Yes. Right.
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 And although the physical pain was there, the what, 2 to 3 days after, 2 to 3 days afterwards, it was flowers and cards and I love yous and I'm sorry's
Right. Right.
and complete
Yep.
attention.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Actually,
just don't
that's
feel
what they were.
like,
That's
I
what they were
mean,
saying.
I actually stand corrected, but what, write that down.
Not
But
necessarily. I mean,
I
I've
don't,
seen.
but I don't feel like it could be an ongoing thing.
Well, that's
Is
what I'm
that
saying.
what I'm
The
saying? You know
belief
what I'm saying?
system, the belief system had to come up. The vulnerability had to come up with the
Right.
belief system. So when they finally realized what was happening and they finally realized why it was so toxic,
Right.
the energy they were carrying, the abuse and the never healing that part of themselves,
Right.
made it toxic.
Right.
So one of them went through root camp and came out of it and was like, oh, I know why now. Because I feel like I was being my dad. And I was like, well, I understand that.
Right.
I get that you are part of, half of your heart came from your father. And if that part of you has that ability, it's only because it was done to you, not because you want to do it to another person.
Right.
So when you feel that kind of energy is what's surrounding you, they become you and you become your father. Especially in this connection, you just don't see how that mirror effect affected you. Right. So the thing is that we've done to this connection is we've told ourselves what this connection actually is. The only thing this connection really truly wants from us is connection. It does not give a shit what you've been through. It does not care if you're abusive. It doesn't care if you're toxic. It doesn't care if you're a narcissist. It does not care. So when we label it, we put ourselves in a position where we just are not seeing the deeper truth. And this connection is here to say, are you willing to see the deeper truth? Are you willing to accept that truth? And that's not about the other person. That's about yourself. And that's the hard part. The hard part is accepting everything you've been through, that this connection comes along and this connection is going to repeat everything you've been through. And allowing
that person to see the
woundedness, the stuff you haven't healed, the stuff you don't know how to heal.
Right.
See you at what used to be considered weak is actually your greatest strength in this connection.
Right.
And that's your vulnerability. And you can't have this connection without it.
Oh, for sure.
And it's the hardest thing in the world to discover because there's not really much out there on what actual vulnerability looks like. Right. So we're doing this class.
That's why we're
starting
doing this course.
Yeah. So the class, it starts tomorrow at 6 Eastern, and you can still sign up. But the beautiful thing about this is it goes into that so you can see what real-time vulnerability looks like. And we're going to be completely vulnerable through all of this. Yeah. So you can really see that it's about sharing what you think and what it's doing to your feelings inside. And then what your feelings inside trigger in your thinking, because that's the way it works. Your thoughts don't trigger your feelings trigger your thoughts, and once you see that, it becomes a lot clearer what's happening to your vulnerability. Anyway.
And by the way, speaking of that class,
yes,
at the end of this video, when we're done, we are going to go through, and everybody who commented or asked a question or showed up in chat, Their name's going to go into a drawing,
Ooh.
and we will.
I don't know. We don't have everybody's email.
Well, we go on. We can go on here.
Oh, go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go on here and announce, the name.
Yeah.
And they can get a hold of us if they're wanting to go through the vulnerability class.
Oh, so they can win a lottery?
They can win a lottery.
Oh, isn't that awesome? You want to play the lottery and win a chance to sit with Lee and share in the vulnerability course? Well, that could be yours. So as long as you're on the channel and you're watching.
Come in here and flip us off. I don't care. Just
well, you can also, if you're interested in taking that, you can set up a 30-minute, and you can also email relationshipreinvent@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be here. We're going to be doing this. I think we're going to be doing this until we're back to being 10 years old again.
Yeah, Benjamin Button.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Let's see. Kelly Higgins. Dang, I missed the beginning. Happy anniversary to you both. Thank you for the information. I appreciate it very much. Much love and light to you and your family. Thank you. Abuse could be the manifestation of deep unexpressed anger and pain. I agree. Hugs. I find vulnerability easier in certain environments, not always public and with this type of vibe, not surrounded by people wanting you to fail, so to speak. What in your thinking tells you that people believe that they want you to fail? I've also felt time zone difference have jacked me up with TF, as well as spending too much time with people who drained me, which I allowed, and vice versa, leaving less energy when more attention needed. So people pleasing is a very deep wound. I believe that, people pleasing happens because of the way we're raised and the schooling we go to. Because even in school, you're taught to take care of everybody. Very early, the very first couple of years, we're taught how to share. We're taught how to think of others. We're taught how to think of others. We're taught how to think of others. But you're never taught to think about yourself. The only time you're taught about thinking about yourself is when you're in trouble.
Yeah, you only think about yourself.
Right? Yeah. So
you're so selfish.
Yeah. Do I have to be with my twin to join the class? No, absolutely not. If you are not with your twin, this is for you. If you are with your twin, this is for you. If you are really wanting to understand how you can actually have true love in your life, this is for you. Yeah. Because the vulnerability thing is something we all don't realize needs something. We need to have more information about what that means to you as a human being and what it means for you to be able to experience love more deeply. Most people turn things into relationship. Relationship is more thought. Connection is more feeling. So we realized that we couldn't have this connection without vulnerability. We were trying to have it in our heads, and you saw the mess that we created with that. That was 9 years of all kinds of crazy shit. And that's 18 years, 9 and 9. And then we're going to do another 9. But anyway, if you look at it, so the first 9 years was all, we were trying to make our connection into a relationship. And the connection said, good luck. And it didn't work. Right. So then the following 9 years became about vulnerability. And it became about connection and feeling. So that's the huge difference between the two. If you're looking for the difference between this experience versus a relationship, that's the big difference. Connection and relationship aren't the same thing. They're really not. Because there's a feeling that you have in connection that you can grow with relationship, but it's not the same feeling that you have in connection.
Right.
Right? It's not. I mean, we both have talked about our past experiences, and we're like, yeah, I was in my head a lot.
Yeah. A whole
lot.
Then,
if I was in any part of my body, it was probably the sexual part. And then I was like absent for the rest of it. There was no emotion. There wasn't, you couldn't get me to cry. You couldn't get me to, if I got mad, I was gone. I didn't yell. I just, like, where'd he go? Why isn't he answering my phone? Where are you? Did he leave the state, country? But right, I disappeared. And I was good at that. I was ghosted. Because I was, when you wish you were never born as the root, you can literally become a ghost your whole life.
Right.
You just don't know that you're doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you were looking for me. Remember?
Yeah.
I ghosted you. My bad.
Yeah, you did ghost me. Still mad about that.
I love you. I love you. I'm so sorry. I came back.
All right.
I did come back.
I know. I've been punished enough.
Well, I got punished when I came back. Shit.
Oh gosh.
Thank you, Ruta. It's good to see you.
I gotta fix.
That's for you, Minnie. You don't
There
spend
we
much
go.
time on IG. You know what? I really feel like we should be on Instagram,
I
but
know.
I think we, even you're on TikTok for
I'm on TikTok.
doing your stuff there, and
Yeah.
then together though,
we got to build our TikTok too. We've got a TikTok.
we got
I'm
a
just
TikTok,
never on.
we got an Instagram,
I'm on it all the time.
we got a Facebook,
But
we got a
he's
bunch
not.
of things, but I think the biggest place for us, I mean, our entire story's here.
Yeah.
And I still think we should do a channel. I think we should do an actual channel
Really?
of our lives. Yeah, I think we should do. I mean, who wouldn't be interested in watching us day to day, just to see what that's like? When I'm not, when I'm in one space and all of a sudden I'm like, she's yelling for me, and I just come all the way down, and you're like, you didn't hear me yelling for you? I finally heard it. It's not like the other way, right? It's not like,
right.
Hey, now where the hell you been? It's like, no, I finally hear it, but it doesn't come in the form of your voice. It just comes in the form of this feeling like,
right.
oh, she's looking for me. She's looking for me. You get that too, right? I'm like,
yeah.
When is she going to be home? And you're like, I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
Right?
Yeah.
She'll call me up, and that'll be the first thing out of her mouth. And I'm
on
going,
my way.
How did you hear me?
Yeah.
I couldn't even say anything.
I
right?
feel that urge. I feel that urge when I'm driving. It's an urge to get home, and there's no hurry for me to get home.
When you are in this and you're exploring your feelings, and you can realize that you can feel each other in like moments that just you always felt alone in.
Yeah.
And then it's like, man, you know what? Do you ever miss being alone?
No.
Right.
No, I don't.
I thought I would miss it.
No.
Like want some space?
No.
That's 9 years date like this. And
yeah,
I don't think I can be alone. But I don't know that it's not like we've
slept apart a few nights.
But it's not been, you know what I'm saying? No, but it's not like, no, with the feeling. The feeling is always, even if we're not in the same bed, if we're not in the same room, the feeling is there.
Yeah,
right?
the feeling.
I'm never apart from you.
Yeah.
And I used to go, I remember when I finally realized I could never be alone again. You actually said it to me. You said, you'll never be alone. You know that, right? And it hit me. I felt it. I was like, because it was like, boom. I was like, oh, okay. It wasn't like we got a choice.
Right.
It wasn't, the connection doesn't really give much choice. Let's see. That's where my observation of cesspool from my experience yet with you are all different and willing to build with right peeps. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I got this right. Hugs, because I think I missed something. You don't spend much time on IG. Yeah, we didn't. Sweet. Thank you, Kelly. I need to look y'all up on the other channels. Thanks, Hop. That's where my observation of cesspool from. So in IG, so in Instagram, you were finding a lot of the information on Twin Flames. Instagram is a funny place for us. I think we tried to do a couple things there, but I think it was more music based, because I think we had a lot of reality and music people on our Instagram. And we're on there.
I just don't ever work it. I mean, I guess I
could.
But
we could. I guess
we got them. We just don't use them.
We've been doing a lot over in Quora. If you've never been to Quora, it's more of it's like blogs, but it's also, you can ask questions and you can get answers. And we got signed up on it a year ago, and it's been pulling me in because just some of the same questions, but some of the same material, but some of the same, it was almost like nobody was putting the truth in there.
Right.
So we've been on there for a while now, putting the truth in there. So it's, I can feel an energy that's growing.
Man, it's a rough freaking mission we're on, trying to
heal vulnerability.
Yeah,
that's a large thing.
It's a big thing, and I'm like, I feel grateful that the universe trusts us enough to.
Well, they
put out that content,
but they put us through enough stuff.
But right, it was like we went through boot camp, turned it into root camp.
Right.
That's what we did, and root camp. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a few years strong. That's we started we literally started that in Mason.
Yeah.
We started root
Like
camp.
I said, yeah, and we come full circle.
We started boot camp in Mason.
We started boot camp in Mason,
Yeah.
and turned to root camp in Mason, and then we left.
Yeah, and
went
then
to
we
Mainville,
left.
went to Morrow, and then
Yeah.
came back to Mason, and we've done
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah.
But we came back to Mason to save your life.
Yes, we did.
Ruta said, heck, you guys need to write a book. We have started a book. It is called
God Doesn't Have a Brain.
Yes. And it's really a book about connection, but it's a book about inner healing.
Yeah. It's true,
and
right?
It's true. So we're going to...
That's true. It's real.
I think we've got 2 chapters done. We just haven't been back to it since you got sick.
Right.
Because we really were in my hands. I had to get surgery, and I just have not been able to. I can do it now. My hands are strong enough to get back to it.
Yeah.
But when I go in there, then you have to come back and translate it all because it's all in alien.
God doesn't have a brain. It's coming.
God understands the book. Callie Higgins, yes. A behind the scenes reality twin flame show. See, we were thinking, we
were approached at one point in time, and then we were approached for a reality thing.
Oh, our likeness.
Yes. And and I'm a contract reader, man. I'll read the little lines. And I'll take pictures of it and zoom it in. Yeah, I really will. And in the contract, they said that we give up the rights, or that we give them permission to use our likeness in the story.
Or change the storyline according to the way they see fit. And
yeah.
Like, no.
Well, first of all,
that's not why we would do it.
I've used this reference many a time on many a video. A lot of you've already heard it, but I feel like that it would have had to have been played by Shamar Moore and Roseanne Barr.
Oh, Jesus Christ. See, that's that twin flame fuckery.
Really?
That's all that is. That's what that's called. That's called twin flame fuckery. You are not Roseanne Barr. No.
Oh gosh, have you seen some of those videos?
Yeah, you've got problems.
They're so
yeah,
funny.
I believe that would be a good idea. Hugs, bring visions to lifetime.
I got 2 personal.
Teresa's in here.
What Teresa?
Teresa Gilly. My twin apologized. He admitted he self-sabotages. He looked so sad because of Spirit and you and Sherry. I was able to hold space, listen to him, accept his decisions, and tell him I love him. Wow. That's beautiful, Teresa. Alice, it's so lovely that you're hanging out with us. Well, you know what? You guys have been a part of our connection.
You guys have been a part of our connection the whole time. So we wanted to really give you some of our day, some of our anniversary. We wanted to give to you guys our time. I mean, we've spent a really good day together, and we'll have a really good rest of the evening. We just really wanted to spend some time with really people who surround us with love and trust us with
and connect to us.
Yeah, and trust us with your problems and your issues and your worries and your stresses and your bitches. You know what I mean? That you guys trust us enough to be like, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I love hearing you get yelled at. It's great. And but then, then I'll kind of come up and maybe put some laundry away or take a nap or something because I'm not feeling tired, and then I'll just hear somebody boo-hoo crying, and I'll be like, oh, and tiptoe out of the room. Oh, he's got somebody going really hard.
Well,
so it's
I
impressive.
cry with them.
Yeah,
I do, because you don't realize how much you need that in connection. If you can't just open up and really truly share the shit that's going on,
to do
and
that
until you actually do it, you don't understand what the connection was.
Right.
So I believe it's very powerful and very important.
Yeah.
And you don't really start seeing changes in the connection until that happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You remember we were talking about, the person was just like, I opened up and everybody just started showing up. And then all of a sudden, it's like, no, not all of a sudden.
Right.
It was like, we were trying to tell you, if you can stay closed in connection because you believe certain things are going to happen, you'll close yourself off. And all of a sudden, that's why the connection gets closed.
True.
It's not the other person. It's both, but there's an impact of both.
Right.
You both have walls. You both need to realize if you take down one wall, the other one falls. It doesn't necessarily crumble, it falls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, it's so lovely that you're hanging out. Okay. If you need an editor, drop me a line. I'm a writer. Okay, Ruda. We got that. Hugs. Yay for the book. That's been another holdback of some physical changes. Hand cramps. Yeah. It's gotten me.
Yeah, for sure.
And Teresa, we love you too. Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Kelly,
Thank you.
no, I wouldn't even watch that.
Well, come on.
Oh, man. It'll be fun. You wouldn't even watch it? Like, stop it.
Oh.
I'm sitting right
I mean, I watch him on that SWAT show.
Is he really that good looking to you?
I mean, he's pretty. Not as pretty as you, I don't think, but he's pretty.
Huh?
He is a pretty. We watch a lot of pretty dudes on our shows that we watch at night.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah, we do.
But there's, on the other hand, there's a lot of beautiful women too. There really is. I mean, Tyler Perry casts.
None of them are you.
Tyler Perry casts really beautiful people in his stuff. I mean, he finds.
Yeah, we watch that
people.
really deep drama stuff. We don't watch just like little stuff.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Medea's pretty funny though. We like to laugh a lot. So
I like to laugh a lot too. So
but we keep up with our reality shows because we may have talked to a few of them at some point.
Yeah.
You have 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot. It's funny because we have this connection, and then you see him on a show, and you're like,
"Oh my
no,
gosh,
you didn't tell me." Right? It's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna travel all the way over there, and your beliefs are different than theirs. Yeah, it's hard to let that happen, but it usually does.
Usually does.
Lynn, the vulnerability class sounds great. It is so hard to keep being open and vulnerable when he fights so hard to keep things surface level and solely physical. So that should tell you right there. If you getting a fight from somebody, that's not vulnerability.
Right.
So whatever it is you're showing isn't vulnerability if you're getting a fight. There's a different energy. So Lynn, for example, if Sherry and I, when we become vulnerable to each other, we literally are like this. We're here. You know what I mean? And there's, our hands are there, and there's no guard in between.
Right.
There's not a chance for her to fight that. I mean, she can kind of go like this, but then I move in. It's not like she can. It's
pull away.
It's not a telling. It's a sharing.
Yeah.
It's not that the energy's different.
Yeah.
So it really depends on how deep you're letting yourself be that vulnerable. Because like I said, there's a lot of things that have happened to your vulnerability since you became human and started growing as an infant all the way to now. You've learned ways to kind of talk yourself out of being what really being vulnerable is. And vulnerable has a truth, but it doesn't have judgment attached. So it's until you can literally tap into that feeling to speak from it.
Right.
It's a challenge, and it's not easy. So I can agree with what you're saying there, Lynn. But there's some ways that you can do that where all of a sudden his guard will come down and his openness will show up, and you'll be like, huh? It's because we believe me, we have fought each other's vulnerability quite a bit, but there was some damage to our vulnerabilities that we weren't seeing at the time. Mm-hmm. And after we discovered them, it was a lot easier to really be vulnerable and not let each other go.
Right.
Like it's okay to admit being scared or uncertain. It's okay it's definitely okay to do that. It's also okay to tell them what you're thinking is going to happen. But tell them that it's thoughts. Don't tell them you believe those thoughts, but tell them there's a feeling that's causing these thoughts to show up. Not my thoughts are making my feelings, because then it sounds like you can control your feelings. You can't control your feelings. Your feelings essentially trigger thoughts, and those thoughts then dictate or control beliefs. So once you start rewinding it and really sit in what you feel and try to speak from your feelings, it's like being a newborn at first.
Right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And then it feels open. It's okay to feel jealousy, even as long as it isn't turned into you are so insecure to express when it comes up. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's definitely a protection mechanism. Thanks for explaining it that way. Absolutely. Vulnerability doesn't need your protection. It needs your inclusion. So you need to include your vulnerability. You can't go around telling somebody you love them and then not be vulnerable, because that doesn't work. And we've seen that's been the downfall of a lot of relationships, a lot of connections, a lot of things that we've seen, even in families. Because you can tell somebody you love them, but the action that supports that is your vulnerability. And if you're not hip to that yet, this connection is going to make you feel that in the worst way. Isn't it?
For sure, I agree.
Um,
Agreed.
and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's broken us quite a few times.
Quite a few times.
Yeah. But it's beautiful when it actually does happen. There's an energy and a connection that you kind of get cleansed with. Is that a good word? Cleansed, or would it be clear?
Baptized in.
For real? You went there? You went with the whole baptism thing? Wow.
Yeah.
Not drowning me. Not gonna happen. All right. So I'm glad that made some sense there, Lynn. There are so many false beliefs that are really kind of rejecting your vulnerability. Mm-hmm. So you can definitely baptism by fire. That's good.
That is good.
I have to admit that hit me.
That's
I was like,
awesome.
Damn, it should put a flame.
That's awesome.
That's that classic stuff right there.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
I'm sitting on something.
Oh, are you?
And it was comfortable at first, but it is no longer.
Oh. Do you want me to get you a different pillow?
No, just grab whatever it is.
This?
Yeah. A whole pillow I was sitting on?
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Got something in my eye.
So I hope you guys enjoyed some time with us today. Anybody got anything else they want to kind of put out there? Now, again, the class is tomorrow.
It's contagious.
Still doing root camps.
The vulnerability class starts tomorrow at 6? 6
Eastern.
Eastern
and they are recorded, and you will have copies of the recording, and it's never going to be here. We want to do more of those. Yeah. Because, the thing is, we're still doing root camps, but we feel like we're supposed to be doing something more global. Mm-hmm. And, we feel it, but we don't. We're waiting for it to show up. So I put that already out there. It's going to show up, and we know that's what we're meant to do. Yeah. Because there had to been a reason why we've gone through all of these root camps and are able to connect things at the rate we can connect them at now. I believe there's something greater. I believe that has a greater use somewhere. I'm just not sure how that's going to show up yet, but I'm sure that it will. And stay connected. That's the biggest thing we can give you. And then we know it's hard. Believe me. Especially if your twin is like me. I almost went there and did this. You see how I did it? I balanced it out. Yeah. But you can. Look. I was a runner and a serial cheater, and I was all of it. But there were messes behind that mess that really, my twin was just she just kept digging until she found out why I was like that. That's the beautiful part of this connection. But I certainly wasn't perfect through the whole ordeal. Well, it wasn't like you didn't have your pain and what you were doing too. We all have things that we'd rather keep in the dark and don't want to bring into the light. But that's the part of vulnerability. You bring these things into the light you shine a whole flashlight on your dark. You're like, here, look at me. And they're like, oh, come here. You're hurting, aren't you? Yes, I am. I was keeping that in the dark, and I just didn't think you would love me for it because I didn't. Right? That's the speech. And the speech never really worked. Let's see. I got you on the global part. Sherry knows. Yeah, that's true. The more things are lining up, I would say they really kind of are. You didn't get to do Ask Sherry. I didn't get to do that last night. So, are you going to do it this coming Monday? Yeah, I'll be there this month. Yeah, that's Monday. When am I going to be allowed to come? You was just there a few weeks ago, so you know what I mean. Oh, is it too close? It might be. You know what? Yeah, I don't know, man. That we're two different sides of being a gang. There's nights. Oh, Brandy Bishop. Oh,
That's
my
nice
daughter's
getting
here. Hi, Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
Oh, we love you, Brandy.
Hi.
Everybody say hi to Brandy. She's so sweet. Let's see. Definitely time to help bridge this. Yes, rainbows, diamond, heart. Oh, yeah, I can see that, Hugs. That's kind
What
of
did
hit
she
me
say?
somewhere. Definitely time to help bridge this into the
Oh
rainbow,
yeah,
diamond, and a
yeah,
heart.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
Oh, there. Everybody saying hi to Brandy.
What
She's got the
did
grandbabies.
Hout say? My
Huh?
eyes are so dry.
Let's see.
What
And
did Hout
now
say?
I have a different kind of peace with my twin and connection. I know my connection has made leaps and bounds since I started to work with y'all seriously. Oh, thank you. You know, it's, I don't like to call it work because it just seems like we're connecting. We're showing you in connection with us what the connection is trying to show you. It doesn't look like that at first because of the questions we ask. But once we actually find those feelings, it's a lot easier to help you see why you're reacting the way you are,
The way you act.
or why you
act the way you
why you act the way you act.
Yeah.
And then you start realizing that's an act. That's
Right.
not
The
even
whole
what they're
thing's an
connected to with me. It's
sure.
like, yeah, that's what we're trying to tell you. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like that smack the head moment, like, oh, this is painful. I didn't realize it was going to be like this thing. 111. How about that? We
Is
did
it really 1:00?
Well, no, 111 at the time
Oh,
we've
I was
spent
gonna
there.
say.
Yeah. So on that,
I was about to
we
lose
probably-
my mind.
yeah,
1:00 in the morning.
connecting deeper and deeper without restrictions. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it.
Yeah,
Hi,
no
Rosie.
restrictions.
Hola. Well,
Oh,
connecting
hi,
with
Rose.
y'all in safe space with people who are embodied with what you want. Yeah, also look at what you need, because that was the thing that we came into this connection that was severely lacking, was we didn't know how to share our needs.
Right.
We didn't know how to,
Right,
we
right,
didn't know how to
sure.
have needs.
No.
We knew how to have wants all day,
Right.
but you don't know how important needs are.
I usually sacrifice mine.
You used to really just push them all the way down.
Yeah,
And then
I
I'd be
used
like,
to
what's wrong with you?
sacrifice all my needs.
What's
I
wrong
really
with
did.
you? And
I mean,
you
literally.
don't realize how angry your needs are when they're not being, when you
Right.
don't really speak to them, or you really
Yeah.
don't know what they are.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times we find that you just don't know what your needs actually are.
Yeah.
You know what your wants are, but
Yeah.
you don't really know what your
For
needs
sure.
are. So when that's really out of balance, that's that high-low thing that we talked about.
Right.
Your needs are found in your low.
Always.
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 Never going to find your needs in your high. And you need both for this connection. You need both. Now, notice I said need. I didn't say you want both. You need both. You want them, but you need them more than you want them. And that's where it's out of balance. So hopefully that makes sense. Well, connect with y'all. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is just, let you guys go. And then we're going to do some us.
Go watch a show.
Yeah. We're going to watch something. I think we're watching Last Resort, because those couples really need our help.
They really do.
They really do.
I
know. Maybe we should do. No, we can't. We can't do a live talk like that. We can't do like they do
like a pillow talk.
Pillow talk. Somebody said that they wanted us to bring back pillow talk. They missed our pillow talk.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Somebody actually asked recently. They said, "When are you guys going to bring back pillow talk?"
Oh my gosh, that was.
We should probably bring
ago.
back. It would be cool if we could do a pillow talk where we can do a pillow talk like where we're watching a show, and then we can talk to them about what we're watching.
Right.
And where we see connection and where we don't.
Right.
You want to do that?
Yeah, that would be fun. Crazy.
That would be fun.
To watch our videos with us.
Ooh, and do it like a pillow talk.
Right.
This is the part where she lied. Right.
Oh my God. All the self-judging I would do.
Oh, that would
my
be fun.
God. The self-judgment would be
Thank you, Rosie.
horrible. But it'd be fun.
Yeah, I think you're right though. I think
it would be fun.
I really think pillow talk. See, I think we should do a pillow talk and go back through. And I think, you know what? I've got an idea for that. So why don't we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But thank you. I think that's probably the 5th time that's popped up.
Those pillow talks always led to sex. They really did.
Yeah.
They really did. I mean, not on the screen.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
No, I didn't mean that.
No,
I didn't mean all that. No.
That's
talking
like
about
hanging
after
out
we
with
say
y'all's
goodbye.
friend. That's like hanging out with y'all's friend. Yeah, it is. It's like that. But we see you guys as all friends. You know, we don't see you as not connected to us. I mean, that's just kind of how we are. And I think we get that. You know, every place we go, we get that.
Yeah.
You know, we were just at we recently went out somewhere and it was just like they all gravitated. No, we went out for the birthday party.
Yeah.
And they were all like, shoo, they followed us.
Right.
Did you notice that?
Yes.
And I was like, but it's not our birthday.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's their birthday, not our.
Yeah,
no, it's theirs.
like,
and they were like,
we
no,
were the center of attention
right.
the whole night.
Like,
and I kept trying to dunk away.
Yeah.
And you kept trying to get away and dunk away.
But then when we were sitting there,
right.
and then when we sat down, everybody was sat. And it was like,
sat right.
And there was like,
right
there's this
down,
fire,
and
and everybody's
man.
like, oh, connection. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's beautiful.
It
is
attracts so many people.
cool. Yeah.
And they followed us wherever, all the way down the street in the Oregon district in Dayton.
Yeah.
All the way down the street, all the way back up.
You know, for me, that was the first time I've ever been there.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I know about the Oregon district was the shooting, the mass shooting that happened there. And I felt the energy.
Oh, yeah.
And the energy, it felt like there were did people die?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I could feel.
I
think we were down near, must have been really close to where it was.
Yeah.
I even think we walked past the alley where the guy walked.
Yeah. Brother and
it.
sister or something. Yeah.
I felt it. It was different. Mm. Yeah. All right. Lee is like, I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind. So yeah, no, I really want to do that. Mandy. Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
You're amazing. I just adore you guys. Funny thing, I do not know Spanish, and I hear a few things in Spanish with meant I am sorry, I want you, and I love you. My kids were laughing at me. Nope. Happened. We've had that.
For sure.
We actually, I don't know what language that I heard you speak in. I think I actually heard you speak in Italian at some point, and then I thought I heard you speak
when I'm angry.
Oh. Wow, that's how we're doing this. Wow. Okay. All right. When you're angry. All right. Okay. I see what you did there.
This isn't natural.
No,
I wasn't
Rose
born.
Italian.
I wasn't born like this.
No, Italians. But yeah, no, Mandy, that's actually that's connection. But the thing about connection is sometimes the translation can come across one way. It's the feeling that's happening to you that you should probably be speaking about, because the feeling is where you're getting that message from, not necessarily from the air to your head, from their head.
Right.
It's coming from the feeling.
Yeah.
And you know, that's the space you've got to really, really keep yourself in. I love your hair, said Kelly. And Mandy said, go girl. Hug said, sacred rage, sacred rage translations. Oh, yeah. Did you know what she said? Yeah, I understood it, but I could not speak it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I could understand it, but I couldn't speak it. I knew that but there was a feeling behind it. And when I sat in a feeling, I just kind of held the feeling so she knew I got the message.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because remember you were like, I woke up and I felt like
very similar to like speaking in tongues.
Yeah, but you said I woke up and I remember talking to you that morning because you said, I felt like you were holding me. Like you just grabbed me and just held me. I was like, that's what I did to the feeling.
Right.
That's kind of how that works. You know, that's the really important part of telepathy is the feeling part of it. The feeling part is how you get the message across, not the shit in your head.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. All right. But we love you guys and thank you. Thank you for the last 9 years. Thank you.
Longer than 9 years.
No, for them.
For them, the 9 years. It's been longer than 9
10 years. 10 years. 10 years is kind of a long time for them to put up with us.
It's been
but we keep it entertaining. 13
for them.
Really? Wait a minute. We didn't start this in
2011.
Was it 11?
Yes, it's 2011.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to go back and look. The channel
that's when we got our LLC in 2011.
I thought this. I know that, but I think the channel didn't start till 2013. I don't know. I'll have to look. We did. No,
We
we were
were-
in groups.
we
We
were-
were
we
in
were in
groups.
groups.
We were in groups in Facebook, and we were
Yeah.
talking in groups.
And
But
we were talking in groups locally.
We were talking to married people because we were talking to married people or single people who were having
Yeah.
troubles with relationships.
Right.
And they were like, "Oh, I don't feel like that." And we're like,
Yeah.
well, we kept, but we would give them advice, and like, but that's great advice. I've never really thought of it that way. And it's funny because we didn't realize the impact that this connection was really trying to say. You can heal a lot of things that we didn't know, but it's because of the connection keeps teaching us. I don't think class is ever out. Is it?
No.
No. Class is never out.
No.
So, yeah.
No. School is
See,
never
hugs
out.
toughly is how we end up in some same places without physical contact. True.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and we're such a cute couple. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, to many, many, many more years to come.
Yeah, we're going for a whole other 9. Yeah. We're going for another 9, and then we'll reassess. And then we'll go for another 9 if we reassess.
But here's the most important question of the night. Who wants a Halloween Lee and Sherry where we dress up and come on?
Remember, I was just telling Brandy, I don't know if Brandy's still here.
Yeah.
I was just telling Brandy about the last Halloween when we
did. It'll be your anniversary.
It wasn't the last one. I think it was the time before that.
2019, 2018.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up because I was just telling Brandy about
Rick James again.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
I thought my Captain Jack's, Captain Black Sparrow was my favorite.
Yeah.
I loved doing that. I think I had it down.
Yeah.
I had the dreads, and you remember I won a contest.
Yeah, you did.
I walked in and they were like, "He won," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
I had my hat. I had my goatee. Oh man, that was so much fun.
You did.
Yeah. Maybe we should do the Halloween.
Yeah.
If you guys think we should do
the
Halloween,
do them in costume. We did them every year for a few years. Yeah. And then I got sick.
It was so much fun.
It was fun. My last costume, that one, I can't wait to show Brandy. She's gonna laugh. I can't tell her.
Well, I guess we're gonna do.
It was my favorite.
Maybe we'll do one. I don't know what I'll be this time. I don't know what you'll be, but if we get enough likes on this video, I guess we'll end up doing Halloween.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's see. Let's shoot for what? 50 likes. If we get 50 likes, we'll go ahead and do Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's so fun. My friend got the taste of pizza today and felt full. She went to clean, and at the place she cleaned, they ate pizza.
Oh.
Yep, her TF works at the place she was going to clean. That's funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, that's about how that works.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Remember when you ran into? Well, I didn't run into you. You ran into me, but I didn't know. At the sports place.
Oh yeah, when you were pregnant.
Oh my God, I was so pregnant, y'all. I was so pregnant with Cameron, so big.
Saw Kia standing around.
My legs were so big, like logs. Oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed when he told me he saw me. I was.
We need to see your Halloween costume. Yeah, we could probably make that happen. I'll make that work. So, we'll see. 50 likes. Know. So if you're watching this and you want to see a Halloween vid, or you want us to come on live and do a Hollywood or a Halloween live, maybe we could do a live one and maybe, just celebrate and have a wonderful time.
My liverversary is the 30th. Yeah. 2 years with my new liver. 2 years.
Man. 20 more likes. Okay. So yes, we will definitely do a Halloween collective card pool. We need specific cards for that. You know what we should do? We should go to Yellow Springs and get some new cards for Halloween. I felt the deck calling to me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just not sure where it's at, but I feel like something's calling me.
Yellow Springs.
Probably.
At the Ravenwood, probably.
I keep seeing the Metatron orb in my dreams lately. Is really.
Would it be at in the Ravenwood, or would it be like over in?
No, it's definitely Ravenwood.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I keep seeing a raven.
Oh.
In my dream, along with the Metatron orb.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And the Metatron orb is spinning, and I can go up to it, and then I'll hold it on my finger, and then it starts to kind of just go down. It goes down on my finger, and then it kind of comes out, and it's like pointing at different lines on my finger. And then when I take my other finger and rub on it, all of it changes to multiple Metatron orbs. And I'm like, whoa, what does this do? Wow. So I'm trying to figure out this, you know, when you get new gifts, you don't know necessarily what they
You're
mean yet.
having really vivid dreams.
I do. But, you know, remember I got the Metatron.
Right. On
I
your
got
back.
on my back. So I felt it glow, and it hadn't glowed in a long time. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess something new's happening.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I guess that's what, you know, 3 full moons in almost 60 days will do to you.
Oh, does that happen?
Well, remember, we had the full moon at the beginning of September, the full moon at the end of September, and then we just had a full moon the other night. I went, I feel funny. No, that's not 3, that's 2.
How is that possible?
I know. It's once every so many years that we actually, I think it's like 50 or 100 or something
Really?
crazy.
It's like a
Yeah,
phi-
so
it's like a
September
thing
1st,
like
we had a
that?
full moon.
So
We had
that's
a
like a
super
real
moon.
thing. That's really
That's
happened.
a real thing. And then on the 30th of September,
What?
we had another full moon. And it was like supposedly, you know, there was like they call it Lionsgate
there
or
was
something.
a lot of full
So
moons.
if you remember, all of our grandkids are all Leos. I think they're all Christabel's not Leo, is she?
I don't know.
I think is she Leo?
August 13th or 15th.
13th. So
You knew that.
Yeah.
Baby's birthday.
because
right
remember
off
my
of-
mom's birthday is 12/13.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But no, I think no, we'll have to look. But yeah, I think you know, you had that window, but you saw energy around the boys during that time, and I went, huh? Oh, these boys are going to be performers because they definitely can perform.
They are.
Their mommy is a talented woman.
So. They are performing.
Yes. I'm sharing to get likes. Thank you, Mandy. We will definitely do it. If we get 50, we'll do it. That's cool about the Metatron orbs. Thank you, Andrea. The Metatron orbs have been coming to me since 2009.
Yeah.
And that's when I was really talking really like, you understand me now, but it took me a while to learn how to say things differently.
Yeah.
But say things that I was trying to say. I said them back then, but I didn't say them to the depth I say them to. That are clear now. You know what I mean?
That are clear now.
But I believe, you know, if you watch this channel enough, you know that I say things they just pop out. I don't know where they come from, but I know that they're in there.
Didn't you, how long have you had the Metatron tattoo on your back?
We got that in 2010.
Jake didn't do that, did he?
No, it was the guy who came out to the house and did it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
I think he went.
Because he came out to Old Montgomery and did it.
I think he went. Oh, the guy that did my key.
Yeah.
Brian or Scott?
No, either one.
Brian, Scott.
No, no. He was an Indian guy. I remember that he had a ponytail. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was traveling. He traveled.
He traveled, but he was an Indian guy, and
but he
said
like,
it was funny because he said, "Do you want the eye?" And I said, "Do I want the eye for what?" And now I think back on it, I was like, "Why didn't I get the eye?" He was going to put the eye of Horus,
right?
But I was like, "Where's he going to put that at?" And I didn't. But I know that it's supposed to be back here.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be back here, and so is. There's a new emblem I keep seeing that I guess I'm going to have to draw somehow.
Yeah.
We're still talking with you guys. We act like you guys. Oh, there's Helena. Helena, we'll see you tomorrow.
Started
we
talking.
just started talking. It was like I forgot that we were even still.
We did.
I did. My bad. The connection does that. It's
That's
just like
so funny.
Yeah,
we were having a whole conversation.
Yeah. Oh, we're connected to them.
We were talking
so
about our tattoos.
I know. That's so cool.
Oh my God.
I want to hear more about the
Welcome
orbs
to
that
Lee and
inspired
Sherry
to create
world.
orb artwork. That's cool, Selma. Colorful.
We don't even turn the TV on around here because that kind of shit happens all the time.
Right. Thank you for the happy anniversary, Helena. We will definitely see you tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. Andrea, one time in meditation, I saw a light being hand my higher self a glowing light that allowed me to split myself into a bunch of smaller me light beings.
Oh,
that was a cool vision. Yeah, that is cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Can't wait till tomorrow. Thank you. Hot the fam. Yeah, it's okay. We like being flies on your wall. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. You guys aren't flies though. You guys are just welcome to be connected to us.
Yeah.
But no, I this emblem, I believe.
Oh, Helena, I'm so excited. I really am so excited.
You know what? I think we need to go to Indian Mound.
Oh, yeah?
I believe it's an emblem out there I need.
Okay.
That's calling to me.
You mean?
If you noticed, I started picking up more of a
Fort Ancient or Serpent Mound?
Where the mound is the one where they have the burial. Right?
Serpent Mound is the one that looks like a snake.
Yeah, but that's all where they buried their.
But Fort H. It's where we went out to with the
The
hills.
Well, you have to go to Fort
with
H.
the twin.
I believe it is
Twin Hills.
the Twin Hills. We have to go to Fort
Yeah.
H because whatever is out there, it's going to show me what that emblem is and what it means, because it keeps showing up in my dreams. And like the old Indian chief guy, he's like, he takes some water and he goes smack right in my head, and then the water just goes down in my face, and then I see the emblem.
Oh wow!
And I'm going, huh? And I don't know if I've graduated from water, because water was my teacher for a while.
All right, you'll have to draw it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the best you can. I'll try to make it out.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to do it. I think I'll be able to do it because it just keeps showing up, and that and the points. Like the 3 points they're doing something really special.
I still have that piece of paper with the layout of the house you drew me. I do. I still have it. Yeah.
Have you looked in your box? Because we got our boxes. Have you ever looked in there to see what I put in yours?
No.
I put stuff in your boxes.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh. No, I haven't.
That's good. I forgot to tell you that this morning on our anniversary. Is like, yeah, I put stuff in your box about 2 years ago.
About 2 years.
Yeah, and I put some stuff in your box last year. Yeah, I just every once in a while I'll look over at the box and I'll go put something in it.
I'm afraid.
No, we have like these little,
like a condom in there,
box, treasure box. What?
Like
no, it's like little notes.
Piece
We
of
can
candy.
Sometimes I put, sometimes you can put coins. You can put anything you want in. Remember, you said we're just over the years.
Without me.
No, you actually had stuff in mine.
Oh, I do have stuff in yours.
Yeah.
Stuff,
so I was like, hey.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so this is how we're doing this? Yeah. I was like, okay. So I found stuff and put it in. Yeah. So yeah.
Napkins,
don't look in there. Don't look in there yet.
Napkins.
Don't look in there yet. What we'll do.
I got the napkins, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones
that's in yours?
Yeah. I believe that's what was in mine.
Napkins you wrote me. We're doing it again. We're doing it again.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? What we'll do is
we're doing it again.
On our 10-year,
oh my gosh,
we'll bring the boxes out. On our 10-year, we'll come on here and we'll bring the boxes and we'll open them up and we'll share them with you guys so you guys can see what that's like, because these boxes are kind of like really deep stuff, but at the same time they're very cool stuff. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, we did it
tell
again.
what's in the box. Box, yes.
They're like little notes. So there's a pen and a little notepad, so you can write each other notes.
Yeah.
And put them in there, or you can drop stuff in there that's kind of sentimental.
They're really cute boxes.
Yeah.
She found them. They're like little wooden boxes, and they've got
they look like little treasure chests.
And you can put a lock on it if you want to. Yeah. It's like a little treasure chest, but just a miniature size. And we both have one for each other. They're twin boxes. Yeah.
So I got the napkins.
Hi, Angela.
I got the napkins in mine, or mine's in the bigger chest.
Yeah.
And it's got the napkins that when we used to sit at the bar when we were first dating, and he would write me notes on napkins all the time, and we would always put the dates on them and stuff, and he would always just write down how much he loved me and all this cute mushy stuff, and I kept them. I didn't keep all of them, but I kept some of them, and I still got them. And the coasters from the place where we were sitting.
I'm so lost in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. It was adorable to watch. Read your 360 of Raven Lee. Okay. Spirit showed me this vision again today before you both went live. Citadel 360.
Say read your what? 350?
Read your 360 of Raven Lee. She's and then it was Spirit showed me the vision. I don't know. She said you both went live, Citadel 360. Hey, Hugs, would you mind emailing that to us so we know where we can find information about that?
Yeah.
Something about that hit me on the inside. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know what that means. Relationshipreinvent@gmail.com. Maybe your emblem has a message for you and others. Usually when I get an emblem, it's because of some gift I've already unlocked that I don't know necessarily what I'm supposed to do with. Right. So the emblem kind of that's like my beacon. It actually will show me things and it could be something so simple but I'll make it very complex at
Mhm.
first until I actually
You
hold
really
it and feel
will.
the energy, or feel like if it's been printed on me, I'll have to feel it so it'll actually show me what I'm
Right.
capable.
Yeah.
I have weird gifts in that way. My gifts come funny.
Causes gifts weird.
Well, they're. I
sipping
mean,
on
if
something.
you're human, they're
Get
not
that.
typical. Huh? This?
Yes.
I got it. There.
There.
Okay.
Man, that was painful.
Let's
The last
see.
15 minutes
Andrea,
of my life
did you
was
say
painful.
you saw us on Roku? I thought somebody just said they were watching this on Roku TV. Maybe I missed that
Man.
somewhere.
I just have the most
Will you live
uncomfortable
stream
10
tomorrow
minutes of my
here
life.
on YouTube? Susie Q said, no, we're going to do a Zoom room. And that's where it's going to be. And it looks like we're going to have a commercial coming up here in a second.
A class.
Yeah, the class is going to be in Zoom. If you're interested in doing the class, the vulnerability class, it's 8 classes. And it's 3 classes with you.
Yes.
And 3 classes with me. And it'll be feminine here, masculine here.
There.
And then we'll all come together. Then it'll be masculine will all be with her, and the feminine will all be with me. And the vulnerability will come back at the end, and you'll actually get a better understanding. By the time we come out, you'll know exactly when you're not being vulnerable and when you are.
The last one is all of us together.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the fourth one is all of us together, and the last
one is all of us
together.
together.
So it'll be really beautiful. If you really want to really deep dive, because you're going to get some healing out of this, but you're also going to see the shape of your vulnerability coming out of this or going into it. You'll actually experience that in the first 2 classes. You're really going to experience your vulnerability in ways you didn't know you needed to.
Yeah, we've got a pretty damn good layout. We're gonna,
and plus you're getting right to the core of our connection, so you'll be getting that feeling from that.
Yeah,
and how
really going deep into some really vulnerable things, and really just making ourselves raw, so you can make yourself raw.
Yep.
Right. It's just making that rawness, feeling of that rawness, being able to be in that space.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I love your idea. I love that idea so much. I wrote a comment above it. Happy anniversary, by the way. Angie Church said. Angie, thank you. We miss you. How's Australia? Happy anniversary. I like the video, Andrea Simone. Well,
those of you, if you're interested in the vulnerability class, relationship reinvent at gmail.com. Put vulnerability in the subject line.
Yes.
And we'll get back to you pretty quickly.
Yep.
And class begins
probably more so tomorrow morning, because we're gonna have a busy night.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was wrong. I said it kind of. I did that
kind of Barry White-ish.
We're gonna have a good night.
Oh man.
What did he say?
What did he say?
Let's see. So we'll do it. Connects us to your healing before surgery, which would mean my twin was within me as well. Absolutely. The more connected we felt, the more it seemed to stay connected to you through all of it.
For sure.
Yes, I can watch YouTube on my Roku TV. Oh, cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think we probably could have done that on our Apple TV, but love, I'm sorry. You have pain. How do you ask your queen to marry you? How did you ask your queen to marry you? I don't know if she's talking to us though. Mandy, you talking about me? Because I only asked her 8 times. I mean, which time do you want? Because all of them were romantic as hell.
I was just
shit.
I was just showing him that I've lost a little stone, just a little stone out of my first engagement ring.
Because she does too much.
And
she does way too damn much.
And
you're talking about me? Yes, I asked her to marry me 8 times.
It wasn't 8; it was only 4.
And each time was romantic.
Yeah.
And each time was very connecting.
I agree. I agree.
The last time was the best time.
Yeah, the last time was the last time.
It was.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. I mean, you
mean, how did I ask my goddess? I actually took her to a deck that her grandfather and father built together, and there was an old couple there, and it was really interesting because this old couple was standing there, and well, they come walking up and they said hi to us, and then they were looking out, and he was walking with a cane and she was kind of guiding him, and he had on really dark glasses, and she was explaining to him what kind. She was describing the bird, and he was telling her what kind of bird it was, and he was telling her the life or the story about that kind of bird. And it was just so beautiful. And I think we both were kind of mesmerized watching them. And then we turned around and we carved our name into the wood. And then when we turned back, they were gone. And we went, where'd they go?
Yeah, they were
like, there was no
gone.
way they could have just disappeared in the thin air. We didn't hear a splash. Like, we looked over and I looked at her and said, they were here, right?
Yeah,
we both saw them, right?
right?
We both saw them. We if we saw them today, we would know who they are.
Yeah.
But
I would know.
I think we both believed, like, because there was no way we would have seen them walk away, and we weren't.
Yeah,
we weren't in that wood.
It's a pretty long
deck. And we looked, and they were nowhere. And I was like,
and it even curves just a tad bit.
Right.
So
we looked at each other and went,
they were gone.
What?
Either that, or we got stuck in time.
Either that, or we were in the same space, connected to each other before, and that was us later.
Yeah.
And that's what there were so many different variables of what that was.
Yeah, like we're coming back because we go back there. We were actually just back there with the grandkids.
Yeah.
And
they all put in their name,
carving our name in there.
That was so cool.
And there were seagulls, pelicans. They were
on every single
was it pelican? Not pelicans.
It was seagulls. It was
seagulls.
Seagulls all the way. They were on staying on every part of that. And there was like 11 of them. Yeah,
it was really
cool.
And
we looked down and they were like, they're all just on that perch.
These buoys, like
on the buoys. There was 11 buoys, and there was one on every buoy. There was not one missing.
Yeah.
And we were like, what's going on here?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's not something you see every day, I don't think.
Not in Ohio.
No, not in Ohio.
I mean, but we've had flamingo sighting down at that same lake. Because of a hurricane or something, they pushed them this way. Yeah.
But what I ended up doing was I got down.
Now the flock of seagulls.
I pulled out the ring and I got down on my knee and I said, will you be my forever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the last time.
Yeah. The other times we don't need to mention.
The other times you got down on your knees.
It was like I was shooting blanks.
Well,
I didn't have the silver bullet that day. You know what? You weren't ready either.
You weren't ready.
You weren't ready. You wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready for this. You wasn't ready for all of this.
We're doing it again.
Oh shit! All right, look.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
We're in our element.
We'll be talking all night.
We love you guys, and thank you
we'll be
again.
Talking all night.
50 likes. We'll do our Halloween video, but look for us. We will be doing follow-up videos for I think those that are interested, that are in the class, if they're interested in coming online and talking a little bit more about vulnerability, great. If not, we're going to be doing some recapping of some things that we're experiencing with the vulnerability class. So if nothing else, you'll be able to get it from here. But the class is awesome. I promise you. If you're interested, let's go. Let's do it. There are payment plans available for it if you want to do it.
Super cool.
Root Camp is still there. 30 minutes. You know, we have a 30-minute thing. If you want to come and talk to us and you really are stuck, if you're really in a lot of pain, sign up for 30 minutes. You guys, we don't want you out there not realizing you can have connection. So please know that you can use that 30 minutes if you need it. We got you. Okay.
If you want a more spiritual approach, Lee's your guy. If you want a more practical approach, I'm your girl.
Yeah.
If you kind of want a mixture,
yin and yang,
we got you together.
Mm.
Some people, just like practicality, and it's odd because you're the more practical one in real life.
Mm.
You know what I mean? than the coaching, right? You're more practical than I am. In life, I'm more practical when we're working.
You're more sexy in real life. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right, but we gotta go.
We're doing it
flirting now.
again.
Yeah, we're about to get lost again.
We're doing it
144.
again.
We'll see you at 144. 44. 44. Boop.